Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? I'm just laughing to myself because of that cat meme. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know, it's like the one I squinted. I know you can't really see it because of the shading or the glare. It's like close your eyes and it's like look back and forth. I love that meme. It's so funny. Anyways, welcome back. Power fails, not an issue. It's just the normal stuff. Don't worry about it. It has something to do with the Tesla tower being weird on server startup. And like I've just accepted it that it's gonna give you problems, so I don't really care about fixing those. Anyways, welcome back. Yeah. The stream title: Everything is bigger in Texas. I have a whole just a story about that. I'll talk about it in a little bit, but let's get to the episode. Kind of address what we did last time, and I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while. I don't remember what I did last time. I think it was just addressing a couple things. I think we even added another row of ash lines, something like that. I don't know. It's been a couple days. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to stream yesterday, but I took a nap in the afternoon that took a little bit too long. And I was not up for a stream when I woke up. So yeah, that was a big reason. Anyways, we found out last episode that I don't know how to do math correctly, right? Because I only got like half of the coils that I needed. And plus a bunch of other things, right? Black hole compressor's having issues as well. I still haven't decided to fix this yet because it's really only for recipes that take more than 100 seconds, which right now we only have one. But I might dedicate an entire episode for this whenever we need to. Come back to that though. But good news, Eternal Coil blocks, they did finish. I got the rest of them, so go ahead and just do that right away before I forget. These also took forever, but honestly a little faster than before because the Eternal Coil recipe for space-time is a lot better. Is my mic settings enabled? I always forget to check. Yeah, they're good to go. All right. But anyways, yeah, a couple of not really a couple, but really just one thing I wanted to address. Nothing serious, right? I think I mentioned the state parks, my state park adventuring that I've been doing for a while now. And I'm almost done with Palmetto State Park. That's the second one that I've been visiting. Purgatory is not really a state park. It's just a nice area in like close to me. But this one, Palmetto State Park, is an official one. And I just came back from it like 2 hours ago. So I'm still pretty tired. But it's been pretty fun. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I finally found my second, or I guess you can say third hobby. Something to keep up with, it's like something I can spend a lot of time doing. And I think I found it. I've always wondered to myself, what am I going to do for retirement? Because I think like that. Right now, I'm not retired. I just don't have work. But I do like to think sometimes, like, it gets a little boring sometimes. What am I going to do when I retire, right? So, I got 60 years or 40 years actually to think about stuff like that. But I do think about stuff like that every now and then. I'm sure most of us do, or at least some of us. But I have come to terms that I really like to walk. And I've been enjoying it. Anyways, I'm almost done with that trail. I'll probably finish it the next time I visit, which I don't really have plans to right away. It's kind of, I kind of just go whenever I feel like it. And today was like, I woke up and I'm like, let's go on a walk. So I just drove 30 minutes and I went to a walk. And that's the only thing about existing in Texas. Man, everything is so far apart. And a little bit to do with the stream title, everything is bigger in Texas. That doesn't always mean a good thing. It's the distances in Texas that are also huge. Like me just getting to the park, it's a 30-minute drive without traffic. If there's traffic, yeah, it's going to be an hour drive. And that's one way. But I'm so used to long distances like that it doesn't really matter to me. Anyways, on my way back, I found out that there's a Buc-ee's. So there's two things every Texan should know about. It's kind of like a rite of passage to visit. It's HEB and Buc-ee's. If you're not from Texas, those are just Huge grocery stores, and Buc-ee's is a gas station, and HEB is a grocery store supermarket sort of thing. And it's kind of a rite of passage for us. If you've talked to anybody, any other techs in there, they will probably say like, "Oh yeah, such and such about HEB and Buc-ee's." It's kind of a cult, honestly. Anyways, today I found out I've always known Buc-ee's it's such a massive gas station. I've always known that, but the one I went to is actually the largest in the entire world. I had to look it up. I already knew Buc-ee's was huge, but I looked it up online, and the one I went to is it's the biggest one in the world, and it's like literally right next to Palmetto State Park. So that's just another reason for me to go there. It's pretty fun stuff. Anyways, I'm a little chatty today, so forgive me, right? We got the eternal coils. That's like a major goal for us. Now I know. Count your coils correctly. Okay. Aside from that, I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing today. I know it's probably just going to be researching things, actually. Let me check on what's missing here. I need to do this 3 stuff, and I should have done this off camera, but it's a good idea to see what kind of stuff is like being a bottleneck here. I probably am going to be walking around USA, around the US. So it's also something I've like in terms of career paths that I'm coming to terms with. I'm being more open to traveling positions like field service engineering. It's actually like what I applied or like what I interviewed for last was a field service position. And kind of the idea with that is that I'll be, traveling, maybe not necessarily around the entire country, not yet, but like within Texas. And a major reason why I'm like interested in that is because of the walks that I've been taking lately. If a company is paying me more to, venture out, then why wouldn't I use that as an opportunity to just walk more? So that's kind of what I was thinking. Let's fix a couple of recipes here. For example, superfluid can be used in the other recipe. I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking that I've been like coming to terms with, and maybe field service position is excuse me, choked on my words. Field service positions is something that I may want to consider. Michigan win. I mean, I'm not saying there's like a non-zero chance, but you never know. I have not really looked for positions out of Texas, but there's a chance that I will be because, something job environment or like, what's the word? There's a certain phrase I'm looking for. Something to do with jobs and how they're kind of weird right now. Anyways, I won't 100% say no, but it's always an option. So I'm gonna replace this recipe with. So right now we have, I think, this one. And I think if I use exotic catalyst, I should get, it's like more efficient, I think. So I want that to go into the exotic spot over here. Like that. And then take off the original superfluid one. That's kind of something I should be doing for most recipes, is switching to the exotic catalyst, which is right over here. Mm-hmm. Spent 5 hours doing Minesweeper and finally got the Healing Axe. Yo. I have yet to play any of the loot games. Like, yes, we have the quest complete, but I think that's just because Ali and Phoenix did all of that stuff. I myself never really did the what do you call it? The speaking of Ali, hello Ali from YouTube. I haven't done any of the loot games. No, I never really did that. But anyways, I'm a little chatty today. I'm not gonna apologize for it. It's just a couple things on my mind. That's also because I haven't been on for a while. Just trying to get back into the groove. Okay, a couple of things I should address. Maybe alloy blast melter needs to be updated because if I'm going to be using a lot of catalysts, then I need to upgrade this. Mm-hmm. Are you playing on peaceful mode then? Laser target hatch. Let me see what kind of energy hatch this is. So one of the things that I should be looking into are like big energy hatches. For example, the UAV wireless energy hatch. This is still probably not what I should be using for things like this, for example. If I want to dump 8.5 billion, not gonna happen. Hey, demonic. I mean, there's really nothing against playing on peaceful. Technically, I think after I went to the deep dark and I didn't want to deal with the mobs there, I turned this playthrough to peaceful. It's still part of the rules because they say you can turn to peaceful in EV, I think. Stargate by New Year's, honestly, non-zero chance. Haven't been playing as much as I said I was. A lot of it is because mutagenics, but mostly it's because of my sleep schedule, and schedule in general. I've been kind of busy. But yeah, but clearly there's some things that I have to address. Absolutely, I think one of them is alloy blast melting because some things take forever to make in here. But let's look at other bottlenecks. How's the wire mill? Wire mill looks like it's taking forever. We may want to update the wire mill. I think that's over here. It's not too bad, but this thing has a lot of stuff on it, right? And I think it's also because I don't have oh, you're not even on buffers yet. All right, let's get the wire mill set up correctly, and that'll be over here. I'm trying to do at least one of these kinds of setup per episode, but I do kind of forget sometimes. The other thing is to copy paste this. But is it really that much of a bottleneck that I have to deal with? Oh, you know what? We have UIV wireless hatches now. I didn't make any ahead of time. I should have. These take a while to craft because of the quantum circuits, which we do have actually. Okay, so I might as well set this up. Okay, so for sure the ZPM circuits and I guess you. Let's just do one group at a time to see how much of an improvement it is. So how many machines do I have here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 32. So I need 32 of these wireless hatches just to start with and see if that'll be annoying to craft. It looks like no, not really. But what is going to be annoying is all of this. So I don't think we're ready for this yet. Superconductor base UEV, that needs to be upgraded. That's something to be made over here. We're not using stellar, we're using exotic now. Like that. Take off exotic and times 8. There we go. And take that off over here. You can almost get MV and start IC2 and Bs. Nice. Anyways, demonic. You know what else is gonna probably be completed by New Year's? It's my piano stream. I don't know what it is. Every time I start like some kind of big project, it's really hard for me to keep up with it. But I am slowly tackling it. Yes, but it's kind of tricky to find like the energy to do it. Bunch of recipes I should probably upgrade, but let's check this out here. Molten Infinity also. Is that something that's already over here? Molten Infinity's already there. Yeah. That's been upgraded. UHV. I don't think I'll worry about those. Those are already pretty quick. I think it's just taking a while because of the Infinity. Now, is it time for me to put more power into this? I don't think so. Which reminds me something like another path that we can take that I was thinking of last time is more Dyson swarms. So there's a spray can here that's going to mimic 4 Dyson swarms. Radox gas. All right, you know what? Let's address Radox gas. It's something that I've just been ignoring forever. Yeah. Oh, we don't have tier 4 yet, but how bad is it to get tier 4? Should have just wait for tier 4 because we have tier 3 at this point. We have tier 3. I just want to see it. How bad to get tier 4? Need you and you. Yeah, it's not happening. Not just because of the UMV components, which I'm trying to research in the first place, but this ass line needs to be upgraded to UXV, which we need to make UMV hatches for that first. So no, never mind. So I guess we're just gonna have to do this the correct way, and that is improving our tree farm. Also known as something that I've just been putting off for so long. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna forget about it.
Look, I did it drink.
I'm not even. I'll drink it. I'll drink right now. Hang on. Let me finish my thoughts here. I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm not even gonna touch it. We're just gonna set up a new system because I don't want to tear down something and that we kind of rely on. Where am I gonna put it? Good question. We'll shove it over here. I'll take a drink. Today's drink of choice, I actually have like three bottles with me. I have water, but right now I'm also drinking Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero, not just any Coke Zero, no. It's the complete opposite of hydration, but it's still a drink, right? Anyways, tree growth simulators. I don't know why you don't stack. Hang on, let me fix that. This stuff, I'll just put it back. We'll study it later. Radox is a situation that I have to deal with. And yeah, I think this is, I'm going to see if I can do it. This is the only passive thing that I need to do. I might as well just set up recipes for everything else. Or this can be passive also because of the Xenoxine. Yeah. Well, we'll just go from here. I'm going to set up a... Well, maybe it doesn't even need to be wall shared anymore, but I'll do something here. Yeah, no wall sharing because I intend to cram this with as many wireless energy hatches as I can fit into this thing. The UIV? That's actually one of the things I wanted to address, upgrade, right? But 32 is for the circuit AS line, so don't use those. Instead, use the UEV ones. Confirmed, Ellie. Once you drunk, you're like couple days too late. Oh, come on. You're gonna harass me for a couple of spruce planks, right? Unless there's no recipe for spruce planks and I took it off. Yeah, okay, there's no recipe if this is like that. You can be manually crafting 188. Manually crafting spruce planks, like, as if I don't know any better. Just set up a recipe for this. Not maple wood. Yeah, like that. Yeah, sure. Put that in. I'm cutting it. Right there. That must have been another recipe that got left behind in the old cutting machines, which I have yet to disassemble. I'll do that later. Okay. So 4 tree growth simulators. I'm just gonna build one for now and then copy paste after that. So I want each one to have 8. It's changing and then go like this. You went back to playing WoW. Oh no. Is that game still going on? Honestly, I can't like blame it either. Not blame it, but disagree with it because I still play Dead Frontier. New X pack was okay. Actually, is there a better way to do this to produce Xenoxine? Oh, that's also tier 4. Never mind. This also may need to be updated, but come back to that. Did I hear DF Killer is just there, like spying on the chat, right? Around the conversation. Need a maintenance hatch. Tree growth simulator. Oh, by the way, I also went to San Antonio to take a walk with my brothers and sister-in-law at Eisenhower. I don't know if it's a state park, but it's a trail. It's a real nice trail. And I found out the tree that's causing everyone's allergy issues. It's cedar, mountain cedar specifically. It's cedar tree or cedar pollen. That trail is filled with them. It's funny because that trail has a lot of signs along the trail that explain what kind of tree or plant it is. It's a bunch of other plants as well, but I saw mountain cedar and then I read about it on the news and I'm like, oh, that's what's causing all of my sneezing and my nose itching. That's why I thought about it, because my nose is still itchy. Mountain cedar. It was funny because when we read that, my brother started fighting the tree. Stocking buses and crafting input buses / buffers are not allowed. Okay. So you do need a maintenance hatch. I'm a little distracted here. I'm looking for a muffler hatch. Yes, you do. Killer's gonna start recruiting people to Dead Frontier. I remember there was a time I tried to recruit people to Dead Frontier, like when I was like on back on PlayStation, PS3, I think. I try to get people to play the game because I wanted like friends to basically steal their loot. It was a long time ago though. Blast furnaces still being an issue is so funny, honestly. That's so funny. Oh, actually, we can replace all of this with hypogen, right? I'll do that right now. Do that later. Excuse me. Demonic playing Dead Frontier is as likely as me playing WoW. Okay, does this allow linked input buses? There's a non-zero chance for that, I guess you can say, but it's so low that it might as well be zero. I did play WoW for 30 minutes. That's not a Steam game, right? If it's a Steam game, I can check my my stats. Or it's Epic, isn't it? It is likely for me to play Terraria, but I still have to finish the piano stream, which it's slow progress, honestly. BattleNet, I wasn't even close. 18 slot input bus, that's such a weird number. I don't know if this is gonna work, but if this means I can craft less chainsaws, then I might as well try it, right? Looking for AS 12. I don't have an AS 12, really. I guess I don't have an AS 12. Okay. And say it's a WoW game, but I guess it does have its own launcher. Okay. I wouldn't know. I only play good games like GTNH and Dead Frontier. This isn't usually how I have setups like this, but I'm just going to commit to it. Sure. Are you sure it's a great game? I heard someone was trash talking it earlier. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, the inflation to that game is it's definitely something. Oh no, I can't make gold chests. When you say DF, you mean Dwarf Fort? No. What's Dwarf Fortress? Why does that sound familiar? There we go. I'm making these input buses, and I don't even know if they work with growth simulators because they don't accept stocking buses. But it doesn't say anything about these. It sounds familiar, actually. I have to look it up. Why does one of the images look like, or a lot of the images on Google, it looks exactly the same as if I open up my journey maps. Dwarf Fortress came up. It was before Dead Frontier. Okay, that's another old head game then. I just want to see if this accepts it. Yeah, missing sapling. So I want to give this the Barnardo, whatever. You also saw the journey maps thing, right? I need to go back to Bernardo. See? Yeah, we need more saplings. Why am I down here? Purple planet. We'll just get a whole bunch if I need more. Honestly, any game that does ASCII art is so cool. There was a I forgot what game it was. Was it the original Rogue or something like that? That was a what do you call it? An ASCII art game? There was an ASCII art game that I used to play. I think it was Rogue. Which is basically how the roguelite genre came to be, was because of that game. And I think it was ASCII art. Branch coder or grafter doesn't work at this point. Probably does. I've just never made one in my life, so I don't know about it. There's probably something in storage. Yeah, we've never made one, so I just never thought about it. It probably is better, though. It gives better rates, too, I'm sure. But we only needed a couple anyways, it's fine. Put it there. Okay, so... Where did the sapling go? I remember having this issue before. And I think it gets stuck inside. Or I think it goes on the output. If for some reason I need an output bus, in other words. Output bus. Let's make a couple of you. I remember having this issue and I kept running out of saplings because they kept deleting, but they didn't really get deleted. It has something to do with, like, if it can't craft something, it just puts the sapling in the output. Let me fix my position. There we go. Let me see Tree Growth Simulator here. I'm surprised there's like nothing here that is like there's no upgrade for this if I need this much xenoxine, for example. Yeah, okay. So it does accept linked buses. Place a tool in an output bus. And I think if I give this an output bus, we'll just do everything over here. If I give it a sapling, yeah, it just eats the sapling if it doesn't have the right thing. And I don't know where it goes. But what if I give it a like a chainsaw, for example? I don't know how this works. Can I not put that there? I'm shift clicking it. I guess not. I don't know how this linked bus works. I'm going to be honest. Uh-oh, Adley's here. Link does not cross world boundary. 18. Or is it private. I have no idea how this works. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna use a regular input bus UOV because I don't know how it works otherwise. And it's not that difficult or much of a difference. It also means that whatever chainsaw I put in there is gonna last a little bit longer. Okay. Just trying to see what happens to our saplings because it goes in there and then it just disappears, and I don't know why it does that. Yeah, that's what it does. I think it's. I honestly can't tell you why. I think I figured out the answer before. Um. Oh, you know what? I think it has something to do with different data. It it tosses things that don't belong in there, and I think we have to get the correct data. For example, if I look at the ones working over here, I think they're like different somehow. If I take it out, it doesn't stack. And I don't know how to get this sapling. I forgot how I did this. um, is it not just putting in inventory? It's something to do with data. Hang on, I think the Discord said something about this. I remember this. Hang on, let me look it up. Barnarda sapling. But it doesn't work. Okay. I think it has something to do with data. Maybe it has something to do with loaded chunks, is what the people are saying. Let me go back. So I have to go to new chunks, maybe. I'm just going to teleport as far as I reasonably want to. There we go. And then see what happens here. No, these are stacking. What if it's the Fashra doing something funny to this? What if I punch it? What if I make a grafter? Like breathing bomb mentioned it. Or what's it? Branch cutter? Yeah. What's that? Okay. Let's make one out of infinity because we're rich like that. Yeah. What if it's Allie breaking my entire system because she doesn't, or she's causing the saplings to be cursed? It is you, right? First branch cutter with infinity. Oh, that's the other thing. I always switch to peaceful, but then whenever the server restarts, it becomes not peaceful. What happens if I grow it? It has something to do with data, and these guys are a little weird. What if I grow it? And then go over here where there's less mess out here. Or you're one of those weird trees that needs 4. Not sure. What happens if I... Hang on. Let me see what the Discord said. It looks like it's maybe bugs, which can be attained by growing and harvesting a new Barnardus seed tree. Okay, so maybe I just, maybe these guys don't actually grow. Maybe I'm still not in loaded chunks, but what I can do, where did they go? They disappeared. These guys are cursed. They don't work. We know this. I'm going to trash you. I'm going to get the one inside the growth simulator and grow it. And then get the saplings from that. Thank you. You're going to get grown. I can't plant it. Do I have that Barnardus? So yes, I do. Okay. If this doesn't work, I can also use a tree growth simulator to get more of this. It's over here. How do I do this again? I think I have to give it a branch cutter, right? Yeah. So I guess the branch cutter is going to be very helpful. Oh, yeah, okay. This automation is cringe, and I really should not have done it like this. I don't like it. So I'm going to replace it. All right, that's plenty of saplings. It'd be funny if this didn't work, though. Yeah, I don't like that automation. Keep the branch cutter, though. Okay, what about you? Saplings would go over here. Where? Okay, I would like saplings. I just need you to go somewhere over there. Hang on. How do I do this? I think if I give this a storage bus and a chest. Like that. There we go. Imagine you retire one day and next person took over. They understand nothing here. Oh, that's fine. I don't understand it either. That's just the nature of hack right there. Okay, this works. Okay. Yeah, it has something to do with data. There's some hidden data inside this thing that for some reason the ones on the planet don't work. They're bugged right now. I don't get it. And it's a good thing that we had this. Okay, chainsaw. If I craft a chainsaw, like I have something for cosmic neutronium, but can I use something else? Like infinity? I think infinity is the best material, right? 1 billion. And the only thing it needs is to have like a charge. Which I can totally just have set up. And that durability lasts forever, from what I understand. So I'm going to honestly just manually craft it. Like 1, or in this case 4, because I'm going to have a multiple of this. And then cycle them through an MFSU. That's all that's going to do. Bars. And then when the durability runs out, hopefully I have enough time so I can get into passive production through QFT, which is the next tier. So we'll go ahead and set up a recipe for this. Hang on, how am I going to do this? What's the difference between all of these? They're literally all the same. Oh, it's different energy. Okay, this is the one I want. A different EU storage. And there we go. I need another MFSU. Oh, there goes the server. And there goes my connection for whatever reason. I don't think my internet's liking me very much. I don't know what it is. It's not the server, it's my internet. I don't know what it is. Maybe my apartment is finally like recognized that I don't intend to be here soon. My lease ends on April. And hopefully I'll be moving out by then. I'm not sure where I'm going to move out yet. Hopefully I can, land a job before then. And I'll go wherever that needs me. Otherwise I'll go back home. But maybe my apartment finally like understood that I'm leaving and it's starting to complain. Like, hey, why are you leaving? EV machine hole. Hot Ross just made a post on Dead Frontier about the clan machines. Oh, I gotta look at that real quick. Clan Machines release was rather premature in terms of actual testing and tuning. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because it was a little too much. It's basically money printing. I'm still gonna like hopefully max out my clan, but I doubt that that's gonna happen. I guess we'll see. So need a Tesla cover. I don't think you would accept the power like that, right? If I gave you a what is it? A hole? A hole is the one that accepts the power, right? CPM machine hole. Am I laying an egg or something, or is Allie doing something? I hear you, Allie. I can hear the little pickup noises. All right, don't explode. All right, that does work. All right, so I'm assuming I can power this up from anywhere. And my thinking is if I give this a storage bus, like that, but don't give this any Barnardo wood. Just give the chainsaws. And I intend to only put the wood back in main storage. And that's all that's going to show up. It's only going to be cycling wood and the chainsaws. And I don't really want to deal with filtering out the chainsaw stuff, so I'm not going to. I need an inverter card. Like that. What are you dropping? She's dropping eggs. It's either eggs or coins because they're not showing up in my inventory. Okay, and then I would have a blue cable for subnet, like that. And then a storage bus, like that. Who needs warp effects when you have an alley on your server? This goes back into main storage. And this one filters to Barnardo with the sticky card. I don't know if the sticky card is needed, but I'm just going to put it there anyways. I think that's all I need in terms of tree growth simulator casings. Yeah, so I'm going to copy paste next. Let's paste or copy paste from the bottom up. Never mind. That's a little too much effort. Because it's going to copy all the other stuff in the back. I don't want it to do that. I don't know if I have enough stuff in here. I'm going to plan for 3 or for 4. So I like to work in 4s. Oh, I don't have any UV wireless energy hatches. Just make a couple. Not too expensive. What's taking you so long? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe because the recipe changed in the middle of the crafting. That happens sometimes. Try to craft 4 more of you. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It got changed in the middle. No? Neutron? No, you're a laser engraver. I like how you just assume I haven't eaten it because you haven't eaten it. And that's a very good assumption because that's totally what's going on. I'll let that craft for a little bit. Okay. And then I think all you need is the wireless hatch, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I can just connect all of you like this. Just like that. Output bus. That's all you really need. I'm going to... I don't care about the sapling there, so I'm going to destroy this and then just put it back. How many foods do you have? It's a lot of foods. And then... So this goes back into storage. Hide terminal. And now for me to get the items out, I need to... Oh, let me set this up here. Need to have conduits, I think. And then they give me my conduit probe. This one's like, oh, it's active, extract, and you are insert. I don't really need to prioritize around robin because there's always going to be just 4 of them at any time. So copy, paste. Is it not pasting? Yeah, okay. It's pasting. I wasn't sure. I forgot how this works. Okay. I should throw that back in there. This will finish at some point. It looks like gas machines are being a little... Oh, it's the wire mill. I talked about the wire mill. You're being a little slow. You're being a little too slow. I'll deal with you later, though. Okay, next up. Need a neutronium anchor. And a wireless connector. 2 of them. But if there's something here that has enough channels, then I'll just go ahead and hijack you, right? Nah, just keep it its own channel so I don't mess up with anything else. And let me guess, you're waiting on wire mill. Yes, you are. Not really. Yeah, wire mill's being a little slow. I'm gonna stare at you until you finish. Can't type correctly. Tell you what. No. Just for now, I'm gonna give this to wireless energy hatches. UEV, oops. UEV ones. Oh, look at that. I got a trophy or achievement. Oops. Yeah, that's gonna power down some stuff. Connect it. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. What are you talking about? There we go. Had to rebuild it because it doesn't like these hatches for some reason. Okay. And that's gonna process just a little bit faster. Next up is... What's up? Scallion picking. Okay, I guess since I'm here, I might as well just feed myself. I need something to... Oh, oh, what the heck happened here? Hey, you cleaned up the kitchen. I had to take off my booster. Oh, I did not know that. See, this is why we all need an alley in our base to actually make the base look cool. Because we all know I can't be bothered to do that. It's pretty spot on that I haven't eaten any of this stuff. Hello, chicken. Looks pretty nice. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, this is totally inside the raccoon. It's just a thing. Okay. Does that work? There we go. Okay, we're done. Okay, so next step, wireless connectors. Connect you right there. Color that white. There we go. This is connected to my output storage right there. And then I need to have a spot for Barnard or wood in my bulk storage, which is the infinity chests, which honestly I know there's something to be said about transitioning to digital storage, digital singularities, which we can do now, but I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. I'll just put that here for now. There you go. That does the same purpose. Okay, and then I just need my anchor next. Put that right there. And then the 4 chainsaws. So I'm not too sure what these chainsaw things are gonna do if I, for example, put them out here. Oh, it's not gonna work. I don't know how to test this because every time I put stuff in my inventory, it charges instantly. So I'm gonna trust that it works. And then check on it another time. I'm assuming it does. Because it tries to push everything that isn't Barnard or wood into here. And then only Barnard or wood goes into there. So I'm assuming anything that gets put into here does charge, and then I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. So we just need to produce as much wood as possible. There we go. is changing. Let's go ahead and get the black border. Chances are I need more, but that's not too bad. I just have to expand this by a little bit more. Not too bad. Technically, I can just copy paste. Yeah, I can just copy paste. It's not too bad. We'll just do that for now. And then next step is coke ovens. So I need to turn all of the xenoxine. That's another thing. My xenoxine producer is right over here, which is running UHV power, which is not very good. So go ahead and you're still crafting those. I would like 8 at least. We're just waiting on optical processors, which is also something I should craft UIV wireless hatches for to speed those up here, because these are all UEV and can definitely get upgraded. Let's work on coke ovens next. You know what? Yeah, let's cancel you first, because we're going to need a lot of opticals, it looks like. So I might as well get those going. Going to cancel you. Recraft. How much did I need? 6 more. Because you should have the wireless. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. I guess what I can do is start replacing them. And that's you up here. So I'm going to replace from you all the way over here. Like that. And I want to replace the UAV wireless hatches with the UEV ones. Like that. That caused problems. Why would it cause problems? Oh, you know what? It caused problems for the ones I didn't have enough of, right? That's probably what happened. Oh, here we go. I'm probably going to have to turn on any of the ones that are off, right? I mean, that's what I get for being a little impatient. Let me get my soft mallet here. Any of the ones that are not running right now, like that. Now I know, don't activate this until I'm absolutely sure that none of them are running. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to confirm, so I'm just going to hope and pray that those other ones worked. It looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay. Anyways, those are crafting. How's our Barnarder wood going? 65 million. We're definitely producing. being stored right there. And just for lag purposes, I might as well turn off the original one. Because the setup is a little weird. Yeah, I'm just going to turn it off. Also very outdated. Okay. And then how is my UEV wireless hatches going? Got 30 of you. Go ahead and turn this off. Machine controller for, I don't know. Why is your machine controller? Oh, is that just to jumpstart it if we have issues? We're not going to have issues. I'm just going to turn it off. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it like that. We're going to have issues someday, right? Then I'm going to cry about it. But I believe this is using the new setup. So it's just constantly producing for us, in other words. I am not even going to wait for this to finish. You're going to complain to me. But that's fine. I'm going to get you going. And so you're going to get the wireless UEV. I might need to upgrade this to UIV. And or 8 energy hatches instead of 2. Okay. Just produce us a little bit of xenoxine. And then my coke oven, this guy, which is, I think this is the only thing producing us, the only thing making our Radox. It's super slow. So I'm going to quadruplicate it times whatever factor it is to get power. Like more power, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I guess we'll just put that over here. This guy is also a little slow. You're still using dual interface. That's so funny. I'll just put it over here though. So I need 4 coke ovens to start. Heat-proof casings. And there we go. Are you actually crafting or did I like delete all of you by accident? I probably deleted all of this by accident. I need, was it 6 more? Not sure. Take a drink while this finishes. Okay. Coke oven. You go on the bottom, right? Yeah. Did not mean to use you. All right, and then UEV wireless. Gonna need a couple more of you. They'll do shoot for 20. You're running out of HSS dust. That's so funny. Anyways. Coke ovens need muffler and maintenance hatch. Put the muffler on top. And the maintenance hatch can go on the left like that. And then what do you need again? You need fluid and fluid and wood. I don't care about the ashes. I'm gonna delete that. So you need an output hatch. Output hatch, a stocking, not advanced stocking, just a regular stocking. I'm gonna uncolor this so it doesn't cause me future problems. So that they stack, yeah. A stocking fluid and a stocking bus. Okay, you're stuck there. Okay. And a bunch of output hatches. That works, yeah. 1, 2, 3. So stocking, or let's put output first. Stocking bus. Stocking hatch. Mm-hmm. And then wireless connector, I need 2 of you. My internet, rest in peace. Yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. I don't know what's going on. Drink break, either way. It might even be my neighbor that's like trying to sabotage me. He's already sabotaging my sleep by being loud at like 4 in the morning. I wouldn't put it past him to sabotage my internet either. I duplicated myself. Gonna need 2 of you. No, it's not you. It's me. No, if it wouldn't be you only crash when I'm on. No, there's no way for you to affect my internet because it's on a server. Unless you're doing some dastard things, but I don't think either of us know how to do that, so I don't believe that. This does not need to be painted because I'm going to leave this on the main net. It's true though. It's kind of weird though that it's mostly when you're on, but you know it's not you because of how the server works. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, now what you need to have is circuit 24. You need to have Barnard wood and xenoxine. And that's basically it. Now you're going to be outputting. We shall test because I shall sleep. Okay, have a good night, Allie. Thanks. Thanks for the food and the kitchen update. I didn't notice that until just now. I'm pretty sure I have Radox being produced. Or being saved over here. No? Probably because I intend to like what do you call it? Mass produce it, not produce it, but like downgrade it. Oh look, I left the game. I guess I'll store it over here as well. I'll give it a big storage cell. Let's give it one of you.
Don't forget to drink.
I literally just drank. During the downtime, I drink. Oh, I'll drink again though, because I like Coke. Don't take that out of context. Coke Zero, the soda. Okay. And that'll just get stored right there. And turn it on. What do you mean incomplete structure? Unless you're very picky on where stuff goes. You have a maintenance hatch, you have a energy, you have output, you have input. You don't have an output bus because I don't want you to. So what are you missing? Void access items. It might be because you can't fit that many energy hatches. That could be the reason. It says here 8 heat resistant proof casings. That's those in the middle. So that's fine. But you need 8 structural casings. So right now I can count 1, 2, 3 on the middle. 4. Yeah, okay. I can't cram this many energy hatches. Okay, so you're just going to have 2 energy hatches then? That's no fun. Let's have it symmetrical also because I can. That just means I'm going to need like 1,000 more of these, right? Yeah, that's what it was. All right. Produce me the Radox and then multiply this by 4. So copy, mark copy from here. We'll go ahead and copy the, no we won't, never mind. Just the multiblock. And then plan, clear manual plans, plan all manual. Search for plan, a lot of plans. Craft it, 3 of them. I can already set it up, okay. That goes there. Excuse me. And there we go. Okay, now they're all producing me Radox just a little more, or a good amount more than before. I like that. Hopefully this is enough to keep us going until we get the QFT recipe unlocked, which is tier 4 QFT. Which might be a little bit, but we'll see. There's a very high likelihood that this is not enough to keep us going, especially because I can't have 8 energy hatches onto this. But you gotta admit, this is a huge improvement to versus what we had before. Oh man, I think it's like 1 UHV energy hatch. Let me check. Let me make an embarrassment of myself. Where am I? It's 1 UHV energy hatch. Oh no. Okay, this is way better. We like octuple the power, I think. Octuple the power, I think. Something like that. And quadruple the amount of machines, so that's a big improvement. Improvements is the name, right? What we want to look for. Oh, pico circuits are gonna take forever. It's a good thing I upgraded this though. Yeah. I'm curious why you're not working. Oh, because there's not enough in there. That's why. Okay, they already did their job. I forgot it's not like the advanced ass lines that can have a lot of input, or they can't craft in bulk. In other words, they just do one at a time. Okay. Anyways, so we have Radox being produced a little quicker. How are my UAV wireless? I got those going. Let's go ahead and replace these guys up here. We're looking for optical. These guys, yeah. So UEV, I want you to be replaced with you. No. I want you to be replaced with you. There we go. And just to double check, I'm gonna make a bunch of optical processors. I just want to see if it actually crafts. If it doesn't craft, then that means I turned them off by accident. You give it a couple seconds for that. Okay, raw Radox is being produced. It looks like we're not producing any of it, but that's because it automatically gets crafted into all the other stuff in the distillation tower. Let me check. Yes. So this guy is nonstop consuming. How fast is this? 8.5 billion. So you do have the standard. What I say standard is 8.5 billion. I really like how that looks. It's all blue now. Yeah, so that's getting produced into all this other stuff. If I check for other Radox things, we have all of this. I think there's this chemical reactor, this oil cracker here that does some of it passively. I'm not sure what to produce passively though. Like we have light Radox. Its only purpose is to be turned to super light Radox. And then super light Radox, the only purpose is to turn to cracked Radox. So I think we need to level maintain silver plasma. And that's going to help us with our little automation here. That's exactly what this was for, and I never set up the level maintaining for a silver plasma. Yeah, that's what you need. I'm also starting to see that I may want to consider more space assembly. How expensive are you? Not happening. Never mind. Don't look at it. Let's level maintain silver plasma. Over here. Put that over here. And I would like to maintain, I guess, 10 million. Craft me a million at a time. No, let's do 100 because I know it's used a lot in the exotic crafting stuff. Do 10 million at a time. Like that. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it crafts very quickly too, right? It's pretty fast craft. Okay. And that activates the oil cracker. Oh, just leave that running. Now, the heavy Radox stuff. There's super heavy Radox and heavy Radox. I don't know which one to like keep because they're both used. For example, this one, if I look at dimensionally shifted, it's either heavy or super heavy. But because I'm using this recipe, it's only using heavy and not super heavy. So what else is this used for otherwise? Nothing else. So I think what I should do is centrifuge all super heavy into heavy. So that we can use the heavy stuff for the shifted superfluid plus whatever we may need. Base liquid fuel, super heavy is not used anymore. Yeah, okay, let's make a centrifuge for this. Honestly, just have a simple 2x2, right? Yeah. I'll put it over here somewhere. Put it right next to the, yeah, Zingen. Centrifuge. Fix this so it doesn't, or so it can stack. Hello, YouTube watchers, by the way. I'm not sure what you were trying to say, sorry. Let's make 200 casings, and then do this, do that. Put that back, and then go like that. Have a simple 2x2. And then have UAV wireless. That's all you need, right? Super heavy. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have all the connections up here. Have a maintenance hatch and a bunch of mufflers. Like that. And then each one has their own muffler. Oh, missing muffler hatch. I know what I'm trying to do. Don't worry. Right here. Okay. And then, so everything should be powered up. And honestly, I think I'm just going to like plug in everything on top, just have everything up here, all the connections. So all you need is look up super heavy Radox because we're not using it for TTPF anymore. Centrifuge everything for fluid input and fluid output. That's all you need. So it's two stockings and 2 output hatches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 stocking and 2 outputs like that. This one is super heavy. I'm back, walked away for a little bit. So you're taking a page from my book, right? You're starting to take walks. Hell yeah. 2 wireless connectors next. Is it really like that frozen up there in Michigan? I know you sent a picture a while back on the Dead Frontier Discord. It is. Okay. Finally, the optical processors are crafting. So, okay, so clearly we need more space assemblers because you saw how slow it was to craft them. So I'll plan for that. Okay, everything's on. That's all I wanted to see. No, I'm a I'm a warm climate enjoyer. I just don't see it. Sorry, but I know there's a lot of people here that are like, "Oh, I love snow." I don't love snow. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I already told you guys about the story, right? Of how unused to snow I am because my car didn't freeze. My car froze for like the first time ever, and I just didn't expect that was a thing that could happen. Totally deserved though. All right, so this is just gonna help us out. Progress 1300 seconds. That's so slow. But it is also a passive process that I just don't have to pay attention to. I can totally increase the speed by... Yeah, I can totally increase the speed if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. It's a passive process. It's fine. But yeah, we're producing our Radox now. If I look at everything else, if I look at Radox polymer, I wanted to produce this by like 1,000,000. Yeah, Radox gas is kind of an issue, but I think it's because we passive it. Let me check on cracked Radox over here. I think this is a machine that we use. So cracked Radox is silver plasma. Right. Super light Radox. So this is a little slow, and I think it's because it doesn't even have the full throughput. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so you're getting upgraded. Okay, let me check here. Yeah, let's turn that off and use an actual good amount of power into here. I'm still gonna use the 16380, 384s. Yeah, the OGs. It's just a number we've been using for a while. 8.5 billion. And that's gonna give us cracked Radox. And I think this is what I think I might even passively produce this here. Yeah, that's where we put it. And then we store the Radox gas. And then we use Radox gas for everything else. So you get replaced with target UV. And then yeah, laser source hatch actually. Like that. laser source hatch right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll send more tomorrow. I'll show you the lake at work. Oh, I like lakes. It's literally my name. Oh, I just deleted like a ton of Radox because this didn't start up in time. It takes like a minute for this to actually start powering itself. That's why you have to use your scanner before you start doing things. All right, I have power now. Now you turn on. Thank you. I just deleted 50 something thousand cracked Radox? That's kind of a lot. Skill issue. That's fine. Okay. I know you can upgrade the coils to increase the speed, but curious if anyone watching knows otherwise, but the tooltip says up to a maximum of 50% discount, which implies that the maximum is the HSS G coils. So I don't think it's worth it to upgrade them. Tier, that doesn't look very nice. I actually have no idea. So I'm not going to trust it, or I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. But our cracked Radox is being produced, and then we're actually getting ourselves Radox gas. Just a little bit more. It's not a lot, but over time, it's going to be a good amount. It actually is not a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's to upgrade you if cracked Radox. Let me see here. Maybe the oil cracker needs to get upgraded. If we get to a point where I need a lot of cracking, maybe it's time for spam. But no, it doesn't seem like I need a lot of it. It just needs to run. I can take this off. I have another cracker to do this. We'll leave it overnight and we'll see how much it produces. It should be a much better rate though. Okay. How about Xenoxine? We have 62 million. This is another potential issue. If this number drops, that means we're consuming too much of it. Solution to that is just to upgrade the heck out of the bacterial vats. For example, you're not running not enough fluid output space. Okay, so that's probably... Oh, okay, because you might be controlled, I think, or no? Probably because you're not pushing out very fast. That's why. Yeah, that's probably what's going on here. So I think I just need to add a 0 here. I think I have the other one set up to be a lot faster. Let me double check. You're not even running either. But I'm not hurting for biocatalysts. I just want to see what this is. Yeah, it's 1,000 every second. Okay, that should be a lot better. Yeah, that should be a lot better. Okay. So the whole point of that, no idea, but I wanted Radox for whatever reason. So that should go up by a good amount. And then I just want to see how much polymer to make 720. So it's a little more to make some Radox polymer. But again, once we get to QFT, then it's not like we're going to need all of this processing stuff. But it's good to have this. There's a very high chance I'm going to need to mass produce it though, but I just want something like just a little bit of an upgrade. And I do have to keep an eye out on any bottlenecks we have. Like, is it xenoxine or is it like how fast we produce raw Radox? Which is probably what is the bottleneck, yeah. Anyways, so other things I can work on. I don't need this anymore. I've already crafted this. I think I should take a look at fusion potentially. Or Forge of the Gods, because I've noticed that Transcendent Metal was still a little bit of a problem. And okay, there goes the. Was that the server or in my internet? My internet's okay, it looks like. The server. Or is it me? I don't know. We're having a whole bunch of technical issues this episode, but like it looks like the server crashed. Not the server, but I'm trying to see here the terminal or the console. It doesn't say too much. Every time it crashes, it doesn't generate like a crash log, so I never know what to. I never know what to fix. But maybe I should take a look at Forge of the Gods at some point, because I've noticed that Transcendent Metal is a little bit slow to craft, plus a bunch of other things, right? But maybe it's time to take a look at this. It's gonna take a while though. It's kind of expensive. I don't think so, actually. No, we have other issues to address. There's always another issue to address. Let's look at the quests. How unreasonable is it, though? No, I think I should focus on power first. Yeah, we need the other Dyson swarms. Absolutely, I think this is our next goal, which is more Radox. I don't know why I'm searching for that, but if I craft this, it's more Dyson swarms, and Radox is going to show up over time, so I'm not worried about that. But we saw a couple of issues, right? Maybe
Time to drink.
Okay, got you. Maybe we should address some of the bottlenecks, like wire mill. Wire mill is something that pops up whenever I. Or you know what? Let me commit to a full upgrade, as in how I have it for chemical plant or chemical bath. That's already fully done. Maybe I'll just do the same for this. Just to make some progress, make a dent on machine crafting, so I don't have to like fully commit to an upgraded instead of doing like, oh, just 2 machines and then calling it a day. No. What happened to some of the other rewards? They get switched off every now and then. I just haven't put them back. I took them off for Mugenics, I think, and I think no, all of them are back. Let me check. Yeah, that's what happened. I turned off the item rename from Eugenics, and then the piano stream or the piano session. I just haven't put up the piano, honestly. I'm gonna copy you. Planning. So this is gonna help me see some bottlenecks. And honestly, how many wireless energy hatches do I have? 32. Let's just do it. Planning, plan all manual. So I have one, right? So this whole setup I have here should accept 32 machines. I have 2, so I need 30 more machines. 30 more of these. So if I look up plan, I need to craft 30 of these. Now, what's so bad about this? Also, let me take a drink because he literally just told me to. Okay. Let's address bottlenecks. A blast furnace. So what I can do about the blast furnace right now is actually replace all of the coils with hypogen. It's just a minor improvement, but if it saves any amount of time, then I'm all for it. Why does pop soda have different tastes in different containers? Honestly, I agree with you. I also prefer canned soda. Maybe it's because bottled soda is like you're tasting all the microplastics. I don't know. I love microplastics, so I don't know what it is. I'm joking. No, I don't. I notice it though. And you want to know what's better than canned soda? Glass bottles. Glass bottles is superior, and you can't tell me otherwise. Have you ever drinking like a Coke, like just a normal Coke from Mexico? It's the best ever. They do something in their recipe. I mean, there's different rules, right? Of course, and like different not standards, but food regulations, I guess. But like bottled Coke from Mexico is like the best drink ever. And it's funny because in the U.S. I don't like regular Coke. I don't. I like Coke Zero because I prefer the aspartame. Is that what the artificial sweetener is? Maybe I should like not have any of the blast furnaces running while I'm doing this. Oh, but yeah, it's true. Glass bottles. I do prefer the taste of glass bottled soda. I recommend you try it out if you ever have that opportunity. Oh, I'm gonna have to mail it everything. I honestly don't know if that's gonna save me time, but I'm willing to bet. Yeah, so that's on. That's on. Okay. Enabled. Enabled. But whenever I go to like any restaurant, you will rarely see me ask for like a regular Coke. No, 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 no. I almost always ask for Coke Zero. And you want to know what's like a pet peeve of mine? When they don't have Coke Zero and the server is like, no, but we have Diet Coke. It's not the same. I'm not gonna tell them that, right? I'll just go ahead and get the Diet Coke anyways, but it's not the same. It really isn't. It tastes completely different. And if you don't think so, then I don't know what to tell you. You gotta get your taste buds checked. Absolutely are not the same. How much power does this consume? I'm curious. It lasts a while. I don't know if the power thing is gonna work. I have to watch it. Okay. Another bottleneck potentially is ass machines. Let me check. And I think it's because the no, it's not a bottleneck, or what's going on here. Wire mill, we already know wire mill is a problem. Yeah, it's very weird. Fluid extracting. fluid extracting is issue. Molten duranium is fusion reactor, right? I mean, we already know fusion reacting is going to be a little bit of a problem, but who cares? Because it's not a priority. Tiny Enderium fluid pipes. I honestly think it's just am I solidifying this? I don't know where I'm making this, honestly. Extruder. Okay, extruder. Okay, so clearly there's a lot of machines here that we need to update. I think the extruder is also a little cringe because it's this guy. There's just so many recipes on this thing. There's too many recipes in here though. But another thing, I think we should start taking a look at pattern optimization. Because that's also another potential issue. Because a lot of my recipes, for example, tiny Enderium fluid pipes, if I check the crafting here, it's only making 2 at a time. Now I can go and like set every single recipe times 2 times whatever to like make everything, or I can use pattern optimization, which I honestly don't know how it works, so let me study this. We're way past due for this. But it's a whole thing here. It even tells me it needs 1 million, like ordering an Eye of Harmony calculates it will need 1 million superconductors. And we saw the superconductors take forever. And then you optimize patterns and specify that you want to do it in 1,000 steps. I'm going to have to craft this. I want to see what this is. Might be time because that's another way to speed up our crafting. So all these little bits here, it's trying to craft every single one of these like individually, right? And this is also another problem. Like, yes, we have the bending machines upgraded, but if we push everything at once, it's going to be a lot faster, I think. I know it says that it can also lead to longer wait times, but let me at least craft this, see what it does. I think you only need 1. Oh no, you don't have to make a fluid processing pattern. How dare you? Don't know how to make a fluid pattern terminal? How dare you? And I remember the first time trying to make this and like struggling for niobium titanium plates. All the way back in like EV tier, man. It's been a while. We've made so much progress. So absolutely, I think overnight I'm gonna craft the Dyson sphere. Not Dyson sphere, Dyson swarm. Craft one of these guys. I think this is enough for 4, right? To craft 4 spray cans. Yeah, because we're looking for 4. It's just a dummy craft, by the way. But this should give us enough for 4 Dyson swarms. We'll get a lot more power out of that. And I think the major issue we had crafting this, I think, was the pico circuits, which we've improved since. And maybe space time. I don't remember if this needed space time. Oh yeah. We also have improved. We made this cheaper because we have the component ass line now. Okay, so we have done things to make this go by a little bit faster. This is gonna take a while, but mostly just a proof of concept that I wanted to get this going. Let's go ahead and cancel you. Hello, Alcatraz, what's up? How old? Gonna need you to be more specific. How old is the server? Over 2 years. How old is this bottle of Coke Zero? I got no idea, man. I got it today at Bucky's. Speaking of Bucky's, right? I'll cancel you. Oh, me? I am 28 years old. Have I achieved Unk status? I have no idea, but some people say yes. I turned 29 sometime in September. Why? I'm curious. Oh, I saw you talk about it in the... Oh, everyone's texting me in Discord. I don't even hear it. I don't hear the pings. What are you guys talking about? Oh, you're still playing Resident Evil. Okay, you're talking trash about me. I see. I see how it is. Exotic Catalyst. Looks like we were able to make this pretty quickly, actually. Okay, I think this is a good time to wrap up the episode because the next major goal... Yeah, I need Dyson Swarms. I need more power. Specifically for DTPF and a whole bunch of other things. So maybe there's 2 crafts I want to do, but Dyson Swarm absolutely needs to get upgraded. I think I might as well prepare for like a really dense craft. Yeah, let's get this one going. And then another thing is singularity crafting storage. It won't fit in any one of these, but I'll do this over like maybe off camera, but I would like to do this for this exact reason because I'm thinking if we have at least 1 digital storage or singularity storage, this basically can fit any recipe in there. What I can do is actually use the spray can method I've been doing, which is just making dummy crafts. And then just cramming as much stuff as possible into this like one recipe to make 1 spray can. And it's gonna craft like a butt ton of things. Like, oh, let's say 1,000 energy hatches or whatever. And then I can put them all into 1 request. So that's what I'm thinking I should do really soon. So that I can just go here, like modify the recipe and like, oh, I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna see whatever it crafted. So I would love to have a crafting storage soon. We can craft it. It just, I don't have a crafting storage big enough. But yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap up the episode for today. So I'll go ahead and raid as well, but closing thoughts. I will be visiting family tomorrow and I'll be back probably the next day. So maybe in 2 days I'll stream again. I haven't really been up with the streams as much. I've been a little busy, but I'm trying to get back on schedule. We're trying to get a schedule in the first place, but for sure no stream tomorrow. Be visiting family. Okay. 61,000 transcendent metal. Okay. That's kind of a lot though. And you know what? Part of the issue is that I don't think I'm using... Let me check for transcendent metal. I don't think I'm using... Oh, never mind. It's just tungsten. Never mind. Okay. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Let's go ahead and raid as well. Do this. Filter by tag GT and H. Pretty good episode. We got some good progress. We actually did the math correctly and gotten... Oh, that's so funny. Someone's playing Dwarf Fortress after we talked about it earlier. Something blew up in the background. Say hello to Sabin. Never mind, they're not actually playing GTNH. Okay. Let's say hello to Code String. Okay, for now, I appreciate everybody's time and support as always, and I'll see you guys next episode, which is very likely going to be on either Thursday or Friday. Hopefully the Dyson Swarm finishes. If not, there's a couple other things to do. There's always something to do, right? Anyways, for now, have a good night. Take care, and bye-bye.